Constant sales growth in retail, is it toxic? Today, I want to explore this idea of grow, bigger, bigger, more, and how we have every good intention of growing our store, growing our sales, growing our profitability, building our bottom line, but in return, is it actually being toxic to our cash flow and to our business? My name is Carrie Watson, and I am an independent specialty retail consultant at CRS. And let's dig into today's topic. So let's explore what this environment looks like. When we hone in and focus on only wanting to grow sales, what domino effect is at play that we might not be considering right now? Well, number one, your sales increase. And everyone high fives, we're so excited because that was our number one goal and we achieved it. But let's start the first domino, right? Sneaky toxicity number one. In order to make those sales happen, you're increasing your receiving or the amount that you're paying on invoices, and you're increasing your average inventory. Those can be tricky because now you're investing cash out of your bank account in order to facilitate those extra products in order to come. So maybe your sales grew 5%, but your receiving grew 15%, and your average stock, maybe it's sustaining at a 10% higher value than it used to. So again, that's an investment out of your checking account and into your business that you're using to facilitate those extra sales. Maybe it pays off, but if we sustain that environment for a long time, we can feel the cash crunch inside of how our business operates, inside of how we're paying our bills and our employees and our invoices. So be careful with that toxicity number one. Sneaky toxicity number two, our margin percentage starts to decrease. Well, with the excess goods and the change of a season, the transition period, it can be challenging to work through all this product, so you slap it on sale so that you can get rid of it. And so we're working harder and not smarter because of this. And sneaky toxicity number three is that we're spending more on labor, and our staff has more work than ever before because receiving has increased. So they're spending more time in the back room, actually processing goods, taking off all the plastic, adding stickers, creating the products in your POS. They're also spending more time touching it, merchandising it on the sales floor. So there's more payroll hours there. And not only with managing the products, but also managing the sales process in the store between your staff and your customers. You're probably having to have a big, huge selling event, discount event, clearance event. And in order to do that, you have to be well staffed. And so if you have a lot of excess product at the end of the season, that's detracting from your margin. You have to have a lot of staff in order to do that. So those are some of the hidden costs of sales. By increasing your sales, is it really worth it to have the extra receiving, the sustained increased higher inventory, and also the higher payroll hours? Sneaky toxicity number four is that we have so much awesome, beautiful inventory and we need to expand to show it all. Expanding means investing money in your space, and just be very diligent in your process of evaluating if you truly need to expand or not. That's all I'm gonna say about toxicity number four. And finally, toxicity number five is, where's all my cash? I've already alluded to it and spoke to it quickly, but I wanted to make it its own bullet point. And if you don't know where your cash is, if you feel like you're making money, if your accountant is telling you that you're making money, you are, but you're sustaining an investment with your average stock during the entire year that isn't liquid in your bank account anymore. So if you're feeling cash crunched, if you don't quite have the padding in your bank account that you used to have before you wanted to grow sales, I bet you if you looked at inventory from what you have right now versus X amount of years ago, X amount of months ago, you would find that the inventory levels are different and that those invoices you've already paid for, and so that's where all your extra cash is. We need to identify and shift our ideas of what improvement and success in a holistic, sustainable way really look like. I equate this a lot like starting a serious personal relationship or a new job or buying a house. You know, there's lots of things that you have to consider before you make the plunge. And that's what I think that we should be evaluating our KPIs and what goals are super important to us. We've got to have this sustainable, holistic approach to make sure that we're not just sweeping one thing under the rug, and we want to consider everything at play. And remember, if your improvement is the goal, then we should be asking questions, gathering data, and just challenging ourselves to envision what the future looks like. And here at CRS, we have some really fun and interesting ways on how to do that. And maybe, lastly, maybe the 0% increase in sales in your business is okay. Just a little bit of food for thought, because we might be working on things other than sales in order to improve how your business is performing. Increased margins, decreased inventory amounts, higher sell-throughs. Those are just some of the things that I have a tendency to work with with my retailers to improve their bottom line. So I invite you to check out some of my other videos on my CRS vlog and take a look at our blogs too. Again, my name is Carrie, and I look forward to seeing you next time.